Good morning, guys. Today our topic is maximum power transfer theorem. Okay, so this is maximum power transfer theorem. So, what is maximum power transfer theorem? Actually, it is saying that if this is a circuit, say this is a voltage source, and so many circuit is there. If you want to assume this load resistance or this is a load, then it will say that if except this load resistance, if all internal resistance is just like converted into a voltage VOC, just like a Thevenin source and a resistance that is R internal, if this R internal resistance equal to RL, then maximum power will be transferred to this load resistance. Means this total equivalent resistance would be the equal to this load resistance. Then only the maximum power will be transferred. So this is called a maximum power transfer theorem. So let's see what is the statement, then what is the steps by which we can solve in problem, and then we can perform a example also. Okay, an example also. So what is the statement? A resistance load being connected to a DC network receives receive maximum power transfer receive maximum power transfer receive maximum power when the load resistance is equal to the internal resistance. So which one is the internal resistance? Internal resistance is specified over here, that Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Source network as seen from the load terminal, from load load terminals. Just like this, you have seen, if there is a voltage source, there is so many circuit is there, so many resistance is there. You have to, if this is a load resistance, if this is a load resistance, then you have to just, as per Thevenin theorem, you have to you have to open it, then you have to just watch from this terminal and just calculate the equivalent resistance, R equivalent, or it is still RTH, or it will be till R internal resistance. Whatever maybe you can find out. Okay, so this is your internal resistance, and whenever you open this, then you can see a open circuit voltage across this terminal. This VOC is just like your Thevenin voltage, or this is your Thevenin voltage or open circuit voltage. So make this circuit just like your Thevenin theorem, that is VOC, that is V internal or VRTH, whatever may be. Then you have to again add this RL, then it will receive the maximum power, because only it will receive the maximum power when R internal equal to R load. Okay, otherwise it will not given the maximum power. So for an example, uh, if you arrange for, means I want to say about the practical example. Say this is your acoustic box, means that is your in your say acoustic system, say your room home theater, or your any studio home theater, or where in this music box, acoustic box, so many boxes are there, so many speaker, this is called speaker. This this is speaker, say this is, if speaker is there, this speaker is this is speaker, then you can see that your total voltage will be given, your total voltage is given. If you put two two box, then you have to put some amount of resistance. If you put and then four box, you have to arrange just like way, that is it should be your 4 ohm resistance, then only your maximum power will be given, and all box will give you sounds clearly. Otherwise some of box will not give you the clear sound. Here the maximum power transfer theorem is applied, because your total resistance of this area, it should be the this load, say each load should be the internal resistance of this uh, circuit. Otherwise it will not play very well. Okay, so their maximum power transfer theorem is applied. You have, if you once install your speaker, or your for your generally for your home not home purpose, theater purpose, or your auditorium purpose, say in your college, in your any auditorium, where you can see there are lots of boxes are fitting your, or it may be your function area where some festivals are going on, then you can see some in your manual there is given some load is given. You have to make this load so that it will give you the full sound. Otherwise you can't get the full sound from the speaker. This is the maximum power transfer theorem application. This is a just one, but there is so many things are there. So we go for an procedure by step by step, by which we can solve any problem for this. So this is the steps for solution of network Step 1, remove the load resistance and find Thevenin's resistance RTH source and looking through the open circuit terminal. Okay, then step 2, as per the maximum power transfer theorem, this internal resistance, or you may say that is the Thevenin resistance, is the equal to the load resistance of the network, i.e. you can say, or that is to say, that is RL load resistance equal to RTH, that allows the maximum power transfer. Okay, so as per the maximum power transfer theorem, this RTH means Thevenin resistance or internal resistance, okay, or you may say R equivalent resistance, okay, is the load resistance of the network, or you may say that is RTH equal to R load. Okay, this RTH may be R internal, maybe R equivalent. Okay, that allows maximum power transfer. Okay, step 3. Okay, now find the Thevenin's voltage, or you may say VOC, okay, you have to find out this voltage. Then step 4. Now maximum power transfer is given by VOC square by 4 RTH. Okay, why? maximum power, because we know P equal to V into I. So one V is coming here and one V is coming, I equal to V by R. Okay. And this R is just like a total RTH. So 2 times it will come in. So this is 4. This is I square R. Or you may say this. Or don't do this. So just let's see an example, then we can understand the total things. Okay. So first an example, we have to know that. Look, first of all, we have to show that, look, maximum power means P equal to V into I for DC, or for AC, this is for DC, VI cos phi. Okay. But this is not required over there. First thing we have to know that, or another say, power is the I square R. We say that is P equal to I square R. Okay. So I means V by R. Okay. Then you should say V square by 4 R square R into R. Here for maximum power transfer theorem, here these R are same. Either you may say R load, because if this is RTH, then it is RL, but RTH and RL are equal. So we can say this is R, this is R, this is R square is. So you may say that is V square by 4R. Okay, so this is the things. So for example, okay, find the value of, this is the circuit. Say this is the circuit. First, you have this, put the circuit 4 volt. Okay, so this is a resistance. This is also in resistance. This is a resistance. This is a resistance. This is a resistance. Six volt. Okay, so this is your, say this is given, this is your load resistance. This is RL. Okay, this is 1 ohm. This is 5 ohm. This is your 2 ohm. This is your 1 ohm resistance. So you can see all of this. So then your question is there, find the value of, find the value of R in the circuit. It of above figure such that maximum transfer take PLSC takes space. So what is the amount of this power? What is the amount of this power? So we have to find out the resistance of this R, means this is RL, okay, and then what is the maximum power? So we know the steps, then we will go for the step by step. Just guys, just write it down, then we will go to the solution. Step 1, first find the open circuit voltage, okay, find the open okay, this is what was this, this is 6 volt, okay, this is 6 volt, so this is 1 ohm, this is 2 ohm, this is 5 ohm, and this is 1 ohm. So you have to find this. So what will be the VOC over there? You can see from this, here is something voltage and here is also something voltage is there. So what will be the voltage over there? So just like a battery, if you touch these things with your multimeter, and this is here, so what happens? So this is also it is showing also 0. So this terminal and this terminal you get a voltage. So this terminal is not actually not considerable over there, because if the earth or nothing is grounded or no circuit is there, then this voltage source is not acting actually, just connected, only one terminal is connected, so battery will give you the power? No, So it is, don't consider this. Okay. So you are getting only this and this terminal. But whenever you connect this terminal, this and this voltage source, then it will be the actual working. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay. If this is not connected, then you may think that is this source is not working, because yes, no negative terminal is connected. But whenever you just connect a multimeter over there or voltmeter is there, then you can get something. But this is actually only taking voltage, but you are not taking over there, you are taking over there. So no voltage source, no thing will be acting over there, it will become just inactive. Means battery is connected, but this battery negative terminal is not connected. So what happens, you are just taking in this way. So this is became the inactive. Just remember these things. If you don't connect any voltage source with this ground, yeah, with this any circuit, then no current will be flow, and no current will be flow, nothing will be given to you. So it is treated as a inactive material. So we are giving you this for the nodal analysis. And this is, so you can say this is I1, this is I2, and this is the I3. Look, I3 is overall 5 and 1. So we can write the equation. This is 4. So 4 minus this is, we assume this is V1, that is V0. Okay. So 4 minus V1 divided by this 1 ohm, this one minus these things. Say this is V1 minus V1 by Vg minus V0 plus this 2 I2. Okay. Because why this is minus? Because we are giving I1 equal to I2 plus I3. So if I give this, or if I give I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0, so that's why this is coming minus. Okay. And this is also minus, because this is V1 by this 5 and 1, that is 6. This is 5 and 1, that is 6, that will be the 0. Okay, this is the equation. Then we can solve easily. Then we can solve, this is 4 minus V1, that is 4 minus V1 minus V1, this 0 is nothing required. V1 by 2 minus V1 by 6, that is 0. So we can take, all V1, all V1. So this 4 equal to V1 plus V1 plus by 2 plus V1 by 6. So it will be, that is 6, that is 6 V1 plus 3 V1 plus V1 equal to, that is 4. Or you can say that is 10, and 10 V1 equal to 6. Sorry, this is 4. So V1 equal to, you may say this 4 by 10 means this is 2, this is 5. 2 by 5, what is the 2 by 5? Mm, this is 4, and this is, sorry. 4 by 6, sorry. Here is some calculation is not okay. Okay, this is 10 by 6. Okay, 10 by 6, or this is 4 equal to 10 V1 by 6. This is, so we can say that is 24 divided by 10 equal to V1, or you may say that is, you can take, you may say V1 equal to 2.4 volt. Okay, sorry, V1 is equal to 2.4. So this is your or VOC, or you may say this is your Thevenin open voltage, so 2.4. So I3 equal to V1 by I3 equal to V1 by this resistance, this resistance. Okay. So what will it come? That is equal to 2.4 by 6. It will give you the 0.4. So voltage drop, this is ampere. So voltage drop across this XY terminal, if I apply this load, then voltage drop will be just potential drop over there equal to 1 into 0.4. It is coming 0.4 also, because this is 1, this is ampere, so it will be this potential drop over there, it is 0.4 volt also, whenever this is not working. So voltage at the AB terminal is, voltage at this terminal is, it should be Vxy, voltage at AB terminal is Vxy plus 6 volt, because whenever you connect this, then you have to treat this. So this xy is 0.04 volt, sorry, 0.4 volt. This 0.4 volt, it is, you have determined it just now. And this 6 ohm resistance, whenever you connect it, then it will be added. So this is 6.4 volt. That is the ultimate VOC. That is the ultimate VOC. Whenever actually VOC is determined in this way, because whenever you just remove this, then it is not working, then it is not activity, because it will not able to supply any power. But whenever you connect this, then you say that is the VOC is not without this, then it will also accumulate this portion. So ultimate final VOC is, this is the final VOC, final VOC. Okay. And now find the R equivalent or RTH. Okay. So we have to make this circuit over there, that is 5 ohm, that is 1 ohm, that is 1, that is 2, and that is 1. Here you have to short this voltage source. You have to watch this from here and starting encountering from here. So 1 and 2 in parallel. So 1 and 2 parallel, 1 plus 2. Okay. And then it will be going to 5. 1 minute, just do it. Okay. So then it will be coming. So just do it. That will be give you first this, then again this and this became the parallel. So this is 1 and 2 is 2 by 3 plus 5, then parallel with 1. So it will be give you 17 by 3. Again it is parallel with 1. So it will giving you 17 by 3 into 1 divided by 17 by 3 plus 1. So it will give you, look, this is 17 in by 3 by 20 by 3. So 3 nullified, it is 17 by 20. Okay, so it will giving you 0.085 ohm. Okay, now step 3, so it will give you, so R means R should be as per the maximum, you have to write it as per the maximum power transfer theorem. R load should be the R Thevenin load. So this load would, you have to write down, this load should be the point, should be the Thevenin resistance. It will be the point, what was the 0.85 ohm. That is the first answer. Okay, whenever you get this, then you have to determine the maximum power. Maximum power means, maximum power, just remember it will be the v square by I 4 rth. Okay, v square by 4 rth. So v square means voc, it is giving you 6.4 its square, and 4 into rth equal to 0.85. It will giving you 12.047 watt. Okay, this is the second answer. Okay guys, thank you for joining this class, and have a nice day. I am stopped here.